Hey guys, welcome back. This is Fran. This week, the video is about how to create an account so that you can start investing as soon as you possibly can. By now, having watched my other videos, you know that you should have a fully funded emergency fund, enough money saved up in an account that you're comfortable with before you start to invest. You also know that you shouldn't be having any high interest debt like credit cards before you invest, because it simply does not make sense. You're paying so much to the credit card companies, so it's best to finish paying that debt off before you invest, because the interest rate that they're charging you is very high. So it's likely higher than what you could possibly get from the stock market. And you also know the types of accounts that you can open. You can open a brokerage account for general investing. Let's say you wanted to save for a house 5 years, 7 years down the line. You could invest those funds in the stock market using a general investing account. You've also learned about retirement accounts, such as the Roth IRA. If you have not seen that video, I would recommend that you go see the video regarding a Roth IRA so that you can understand the difference between the traditional IRA and a Roth IRA. Now that you have all the tools that you need and a good foundation before you start investing, it's time to now open an account and start investing. That's what we'll be going over today. Now, opening an investment account is pretty simple. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Personally, I have my accounts at Vanguard. I have a brokerage account and I have a Roth IRA. So I'll be going over the process of how to open an account with Vanguard. And that is simply the case because that's the firm that I decided to invest money with. Now, for the sake of full transparency, I'm not being compensated by Vanguard in any way. There are other firms that you can open an account with. For example, T. Rowe Price is one, Charles Schwab is one, Fidelity Investment is one, Merrill Lynch is one, and there are others. The company or investment firm that you use is entirely up to you. Now, in case you're curious about why I chose to invest with Vanguard, the following are some of the reasons why I decided to go with Vanguard. Unlike most other investment firms, Vanguard is owned by its funds. And because we, the shareholders, people like me, own those funds, we essentially own Vanguard. Now, other than shareholders like myself, Vanguard has no outside investors. Another reason is that investment firms generally charge you what's called an expense ratio whenever you buy one of their funds, right? Now, because of the structure of the company, Vanguard has one of the lowest expense ratios in the industry. Just for the sake of comparison, a 1-to-2 expense ratio is considered extremely high in the industry. For example, for educational purposes and to allow you to compare, I'll use the index fund VTSAX, which is an index fund that has about 3,600 US companies in it. That particular fund is one of Vanguard's funds, and the interest rate, meaning the expense ratio for that fund, is 0.04%, which basically means that if you were to invest $10,000 into that fund, Vanguard would only charge you $4 per year to manage that fund for you, which is virtually nothing. Another reason why I chose Vanguard is because Vanguard is the second largest investment firm in the world. They currently have approximately $8.1 trillion in terms of asset under management. And that's exactly what it means. They manage approximately $8.1 trillion in assets. Yet another reason is that John C. Bogle, who is the founder of Vanguard, he created the first index funds back in the 1970s, allowing people like you and me to invest using index funds, but at an extremely low cost. Vanguard is also the best company for long-term investors, for buy and hold investors like myself. So we're constantly buying and holding these investments for the long term, for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years plus, so that eventually that money can generate passive income for you. Now, these are some of the main reasons why I personally chose Vanguard. As I stated earlier, you don't have to choose the same investment firm. You can decide to open an account with whatever investment firm that you choose. Now, it's time to go over how to open an account. Now, you'd go to Vanguard.com, which is where we are now, right? So here it would show personal investors. We would click on that. And at the top, open an account. And these are the different options that you have depending on what type of action that you want to take. The first one is obviously to open a new account. The second one is regarding transferring 401ks over to Vanguard, and there are a few different options. So we'll go with the first one, open a new account. Here you can actually watch a pretty detailed video about the process. So if you ever need more clarification, you can go there. So we'll click on continue. Which investing option would you like, right? So here it says self-guided, and here it says advice services. Personally, I do self-guided, but you can get advisors to help you. Now, self-guided, I'll start on my own. Log in or sign up. Now, because you do not have an account yet, we'll go with I'm new to Vanguard. And here it says step to open the new account. It would take approximately 5 to 10 minutes. So you need to select the type of account, whether it's going to be a brokerage account for general investing, or if it's going to be a retirement account like an IRA, more specifically a Roth IRA. And you can provide personal information and create a login if you don't have one. Add a bank if needed, and that is the external bank account that you'll be using to transfer money into Vanguard to invest. And of course, to open an account, you'll need to be a permanent resident in the United States. You'll need your employer address if you are currently employed, that's if it's applicable, and you'll need your social security number, okay? And here it says there are no fees to open an account, a brokerage account at Vanguard. And here, exchange traded funds, the minimum amount that you can invest is $1. And Vanguard index funds, or here it says mutual funds, most of them have a minimum of $3,000. So we'll click on continue an account. And here we're selecting the account type we wish to open, right? So we can open a retirement investing account, which is an individual retirement account like a Roth IRA. If you need more information regarding a Roth IRA, you can go to my prior video titled Roth IRA accounts. Or we can be investing for general investing, which is just having an investment account where we can invest for a house that we plan on buying in 5 to 7 years, or any other major purchases that we plan on making. And these are for education, if you wish to invest for the education of your child, for your child to go to college. And this is for small businesses. Today we're going to be going over retirement investing. Here it's asking you, is it a traditional retirement account or is it a Roth individual retirement account? So we'll go with Roth. We've already gone over Roth IRA more specifically, and then we'll click on continue. And here you'll basically add your personal information, name, email address, date of birth, your country of citizenship, your social security number, gender, etc. And from this point forward, it's pretty self-explanatory. And of course, you'll have to add your bank details for your checking account that you wish to connect to your Vanguard account. Now, you can add more than one checking account, but each account that you choose to add to Vanguard will require some type of verification. And this is a way that Vanguard can ensure that these accounts do belong to you. And the verification process is pretty simple. Vanguard will basically send two small deposits to your checking account. For example, they might be for 25 cents and 38 cents. And of course, since the checking account belongs to you, you will be able to confirm those deposits and go back to the Vanguard site to add the deposit, therefore confirming that the checking account belongs to you. Now, as is the case for any reputable bank or financial institution, if you have any questions regarding the account opening process, you can contact them, you can visit their site, get their contact information, and ask them more specific questions that you may have. And that would be the case if you choose to open the account with Vanguard or any other investment or brokerage firm. Now, let's say you've opened the Roth IRA, which is an investment account for retirement. You will have to contribute to that Roth IRA. So you will have to transfer funds from your external checking account into Vanguard, contributing to that Roth IRA. And once the funds have been contributed, you will be able to invest by buying investments. Now, considering that I already have a Roth IRA, I will be going over a transaction to transfer funds from an outside into the money market fund, which is an account within that account that holds your funds prior to you investing them. Now, because I already own a particular index fund, I am not going to transfer straight into that index fund to make a purchase. I will transfer the money into the money market account, which is where you would transfer it if you wanted to buy an exchange traded fund, which is similar to an index fund. ETFs have a group of companies in them, but they're traded more like a stock between the hours of 9:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. US Eastern Time. So now let's go over how to transfer money into that account. Now, this is the same website, Vanguard.com, but here I went to log in and this page came up. And here I will be inputting my information. And now for authentication purposes, I have to verify that I'm actually logging into my account by clicking on Vanguard app. And I'm using a different device to be able to verify that I am the owner of the account logging in. Now that I've verified it, it should let me in. This is just a message saying that Monday, the stock market will be closed, which is President's Day. So I click on continue, and this is the account. Because I have two accounts with Vanguard, I will be going over the Roth IRA account, so I'll click on that. Once I log in, the account looks like this. So I will navigate to the Roth IRA, click on that. And when I get to this page, you can go to these three dots here to transact, to buy funds. So enter this one to transfer funds. So if I go here, I would say contribute to IRA. And when I get to this page, I have 2022 IRA listed here and 2023 listed here. Now for the year 2022, I can contribute to my Roth IRA for tax year 2022 until April 18th, 2023, okay? So I will go down. It says that I have a maximum of $6,000 that I can contribute. I've contributed $4,005.18. And I can still contribute $1,994.82. So I would scroll down to Federal Money Market account, and I'll add, let's say, $215 that I wish to contribute. I would click on continue. Now it's asking where is the money coming from. It's coming from my checking account. Then I'll click on continue. Here it's asking about consent regarding prospectus, which is the document that they send you regarding the particular investments that you're making. So I'll just accept electronic delivery. Then I get to this page where it says what you're buying, and the account is the Roth IRA. And here it says Federal Money Market account, settlement fund, which is the account within the Roth IRA where your money sits until it is invested. And I have the option of contributing those $215 directly into the particular index fund that I own. But you may not be buying an index fund because there's a minimum of $3,000 for most. So if you choose to buy exchange traded funds, you may just transfer the money into the money market account and then use it to buy an exchange traded fund. And then here it says the bank information, the bank details for my bank, where the money is coming from. And by clicking on submit here, because I'm currently not doing this on a business day or it's after hours, on Monday, there's a holiday. So the next business day would be on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, this transaction would be accepted on that business day on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, the funds would be into the settlement fund in the Vanguard account, waiting to be invested into whatever investment I want to put it, whether it's going to be individual stocks, whether it's going to be index funds or exchange traded funds. So I'll click submit, and here you get a confirmation. Thank you. That's it. So the money, the $215 have been contributed into that account. It will go into the settlement fund. And on Tuesday, I will go ahead and use those funds to buy more of that index fund that I already invested in. That's it. So to open an account, you can choose whatever investment firm that you wish to use. I personally use Vanguard. You don't have to, but I've explained to you why I personally use it. So now we've gone over how to open an account and how to transfer funds from your external checking account into that account so that you can use that for investment. Later on, you'll learn how you can automate the entire process so that it happens automatically. Let's say you get paid every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, money would be deposited straight into Vanguard, into the settlement fund so that you can use it to invest. And if you choose to buy an index fund, the entire process will be seamlessly done. Now that you have the basic knowledge that you needed to invest in the stock market, to open an account, and to know what type of account to open, and to choose your investments. I wish you the best with your investing journey. If you have any questions, comments, please put them below. Once again, if this video was informative and you like the content, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. That really helps me grow the channel to spread more financial information and get more people financially literate. And once you've subscribed to the channel, please hit the bell button so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.